Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A-plus rated platform on the link below. Good morning. Welcome to Sportsbit Betting Insight today, recorded Monday morning here in Las Vegas. It is Super Bowl week. It is a gorgeous Monday. The sun is shining. It's 70 degrees in Vegas. Yeah, it's good times. And of course, when it comes to Super Bowl week, let's set it up. We're going to give the early money report today. Tomorrow, we're talking to bookmakers. Most specifically, Dave Mason from BetOnline. Talk about the early action on Super Bowl 52. Wednesday, side and total. Thursday, all the props. And Friday, we'll clean up whatever we have to clean up, as well as all the big game breakdowns that you expect here on Sportsbit. That's the way the week's set up. So let's get right into it. Super Bowl early action report. And of course, you know, we've seen 100 million plus bet on the Super Bowl each of the last, 3 seasons. Last year, an all-time high, 138.4 million in bets here in the state of Nevada. That's legal. They estimate that to be 1 to 2% of the total handle in the U.S., but short of 140 million last year. And bookmakers are anticipating this year will break that record. So, what have we seen so far? Let's get the quotes. Jason Simbel, CG Technology, Canner Books here in Vegas. Quote, as it stands right now, we need the Patriots. Johnny Avello over at the Win. It's been all Eagles up to this point. They even took 4.5 last night for a good amount. Normally, I'd be at 4. If this game was Sunday, normally I'd be at 4 if this game was this Sunday. But since we've got a whole week to go, I'm going to wait and see if we get some takers on the Patriots. And look, it's the same story all over Las Vegas. South Point, where they have 4 money line bets for $500,000 on the Eagles. At the MGM, Jay Rude talking about big bettors, multi-million dollar bet on Philadelphia. Rude did not say whether it was a straight bet or a money line bet, but the bottom line is, look, it opened 6. Now it's 4.5. When that happens in Super Bowl, you know where the early money has come. Nothing's happening with the total, but very clearly, the wise guys have taken a position on Philadelphia. They've driven this line down. We'll see what the public does as they get to town later in the week. Remember, what do they say? 95 to 98% of everything that gets bet on this game gets bet in the 48 hours leading up to kickoff. So what we've seen early is not necessarily what we'll see late. All right, bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. Oh, bad beat yesterday in college hoops. Tulsa plus 17 against Wichita State. They lose 90 to 71, a 19-point loss. And sometimes the worst thing that can happen for bettors is have a big dog challenge in the game. You know, the longer they hang around with a chance to win, 2 things happen. 1, they get full focus on the other team. And 2, more likely it is they're going to crash when they can't win anymore. Tulsa was up 5 in the first half of that ballgame. They were down by 6 with 7 minutes left. You feel pretty safe with that, but Wichita closed on a 22-9 run, and Darrell Willis with the backbreaking 3-pointer, 29 seconds left to clinch the cover for the Shockers. Tough beat if you had Tulsa plus the points. Bad bets? Well, one in college certainly stands out. George Washington. Why the hell were they betting George Washington yesterday? I can't fathom. I didn't understand it when it happened. I didn't understand it during the game, and certainly after the fact, it looked ridiculous. George Washington bet from plus 12 to plus 10 at St. Bonnie's. Yeah, they lose by 18. Yeah, the Colonials now 0-5 straight up, 0-5 against the spread on the Atlantic 10 road. They've lost to the spread by 68.5 points in those ball games. Not sure who or why was betting George Washington yesterday, but that was a bad bet. Bad for the books. Well, what happened in the Pro Bowl yesterday? The under took a ton of money. They actually got bet down as low as 62. There was a little bit of buyback on the over for that contest. But lo and behold, a Pro Bowl. They haven't played any real football in Pro Bowls in years. They played a real football in the Pro Bowl yesterday. Under cashes. That was not a great result for the house by any stretch of the imagination. 24-23. Exciting final in the Pro Bowl. Bad for the books. Indiana. The Hoosiers take a ton of money. Plus 11 down to plus 8.5 against the Boilermakers. Purdue yesterday. They lost by only 7. And look, the markets have been screwed up on Indiana all year. They really have. They lost at home by 21 to Indiana State. And they lost at home by 20 to Fort Wayne. That was right at the beginning of the season. That lowered their ratings way down. for the Ken Palm and the Sagarin numbers. Those are the numbers that affect all point spreads. What's happened in Big Ten home games? 4-1 straight up, 5-0 against the spread. They've dominated on this floor at home. Again, yesterday took the money, got the money. 17 straight wins for Purdue. But the Hoosiers made them earn it yesterday. Indiana, the right side, not a good result for the house. A couple to talk about in the NBA, the Bucks. They opened to pick them. They got bet up to 2.5 against the Bulls. Milwaukee very quietly, 3-0 straight up, 2-1 against the spread since Jason Kidd got fired. We'll talk more about that game. We preview Sixers Bucks on Big Game Breakdown coming up in just a few moments right here on Sportsbit. And of course, the San Antonio Spurs. That was not a good result for the house. They were bet up from -10 to -11.5 against the Kings yesterday. They won by 15. The total bet from 192.5 to 198. That cashed all for the bettors as well. Sacramento went nuts from three-point range. Vince Carter went nuts. Aaron Fox, 6 for 6. This is the guy who went into the game 21 of 69 for the season on three-pointers, then went 6 of 6 yesterday. Kings, 18 of 34 from beyond the arc. That decided the total. But the Spurs were enough of a right side in that ballgame that all those Kings threes didn't matter against the point spread. San Antonio gets the money. The over gets the money. Both of those bad results for the books. What do we got now? Big game breakdown. 76ers, Bucks, plus a pair of big Monday games on ESPN. College hoops. Stay tuned right here on Sportsbit. Betting Inside today from SBRPicks.com. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.